Hi, AP Lit students. It's been a while. I'm just going to forewarn you, lots of information overload. And if you have not watched a single video that I've made for you since NTI started, this is the one. This video has all of the information that I could possibly compile for you to have you ready for this exam on the 13th. So listen up. I only get 15 minutes per video session, and there is no way I'm going to get this done in one video. So hang with me. We'll make it as far as we can, and it might take 2 or 3 to get it done, but that's okay. Let me show you what I have made for you. Some of the information that you're about to see is probably going to look a little familiar if you're in other AP classes as well. Basically, College Board and AP Central sent out this huge I think it was like a 53-page document trying to answer any questions that you might have in advance of the AP exam and send it out to all the AP teachers. So not just AP English Literature, but anybody who teaches AP at all. And then asked us to share that with you. I chose not to. I'll probably go ahead and link it or email it to you just in case you want it. But I chose not to because I didn't want to overwhelm you. Of those 53 pages, there were so many pages of information that simply didn't apply to you or pertain to this class in any way, and I did not want you to be completely overwhelmed. So I worked my way all the way through that document, and I pulled out everything that you might possibly need to know, and I created hopefully a little bit more easily digestible PowerPoint for you. I'm going to link all of the videos going through this PowerPoint and the PowerPoint itself in this post. Today is the evening of Monday, May the 4th. I need every single AP student to comment beneath this post by Thursday of this week and let me know that you have watched these videos in their entirety. Because if not, I'm going to be making some phone calls home to mamas. You have got to have this information to be ready for our exam on May 13th. So, without further ado, we're already 2 minutes in. Let's get started. So, 2020 exam prep specifically for AP English Literature and Composition. Let's start with some general information. There's going to be a checklist of sorts that you're going to be asked to kind of fill out as you go to register officially for this exam. And it's going to ask the name of this course. So just in case there's any confusion on that, this is AP English Literature and Composition. The date of our exam is Wednesday, May 13th. The time is 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's us. Everybody is taking this exam. Everybody in the world who is taking this exam is taking it at the same time. Now, across different time zones, it's going to look different. For example, some people will be taking this exam as early as 8 a.m., but for you, starting it at the same point in time means it is 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all are pretty lucky. There are some people, I know some students especially have to take this overseas, have to wake up and take this at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So you're lucky you got a pretty decently normal time. This is super important, and I cannot stress this enough right here. Start the login process absolutely no later than 1:30. I want you seated at your computer with all your resources and materials at 1:20, 1:25. You click your exam ticket and you start the login process at 1:30. There will be identification questions to answer before you're let in. There will be demographic data that you have to fill out before you're let into the exam. And let's be real, if every single AP English Lit student in the world is taking this on the same website at the same time, I'm highly expecting things to lag and go a little bit slowly. So we need to be prepared for that, and I want you first in line for trying to work your way through those logistics. So here we go. More general info. You will write one essay. We know this. It's going to be the prose essay. You'll be given a prose passage and a related prompt about which you will write your essay. Make sure, you're going to hear me say this about 6 times between these videos, make sure that your thesis and corresponding essay are a direct answer to all parts of the prompt. In December on our mock exam, this is where a lot of us missed jumping over that divide and moving into passing the mock exam, is because you would answer with fantastic essays that only ended up answering a portion of the prompt. Don't do that. This is your one shot not to do that. Time, you'll have 45 minutes to write, and then you'll have a 5-minute window of opportunity to upload your response. There's going to be more than one way to do that, and I'm going to go through all 3 of those with you here soon. All right, as I said, we are Wednesday, May 13th, English Literature and Composition. Eastern Time, that's 2 p.m. for you. So we're not Pacific or UK. I mean, let's see here. Yeah, Japan, if you're a student in Japan taking this, you're going to be taking this at 3 a.m. Guam at 4 a.m., China 2 a.m., Thailand 1 a.m. I mean, I feel very sorry for those students, but lucky for you, 2 p.m. is our time. This is not the entire AP exam schedule. It's just what I could fit on my screen to show you. But you may also recognize there's Euro. Let's see, I thought I saw, yep, AP US History. It was on Friday, May 15th, also at 2 p.m. Not sure if there are any others on here that apply to you or not. So, makeup dates. This is important, but hopefully not super relevant to you. You cannot just be allowed to take the makeup exam. You have to have been approved first by our AP coordinator, that's Miss Sargent, and then by AP Central. Like, you have to have a valid excuse. Your internet was knocked out in the middle of the exam, or you were deathly ill, or something came up. Otherwise, you are taking this exam 13th at 2 p.m. You can't say, oh, I'm so sorry, I overslept, or oh, I completely forgot. Not going to cut it. You just will be out the money and the opportunity at that point. So, moving to our next section, let's talk logistics and tips. All right, so I've already told you about your ticket, but I didn't tell you how to find it. So let's do that now. Your ticket will first become available 2 days before your exam. This is true for all AP exams. So if you're taking multiple, keep that in mind. So since we're testing on Wednesday, May 13th, your ticket becomes available for the first time starting on Monday, May 11th. So it can be accessed in 2 ways. First of all, College Board will email you a copy of your ticket. We know from earlier emails from College Board that that's not a fail-proof system. They've made mistakes. Some of us have difficulty accessing those emails. So there's a second option as well that works just as well. If you don't end up getting a ticket in your email inbox, then you can access it through your College Board account directly. So a couple things you should know about that. First of all, I would suggest that between now and then you do go ahead and log on to your College Board AP Central account. Go to your profile there and see which email address that they have on file for you, because that is the email address your ticket will come to inevitably. Hopefully it comes to your email inbox. If not, you may want to check the junk folder, the clutter folder, the spam, whatever. That's the address it should be sent to regardless. Still yet, if you would rather just log in and check it and get your ticket that way, you can totally do that, like I said. I did go to school and bring home my little tin box full of note cards where I asked you guys to make note cards at the beginning of the year with your login information. So for Thursday of this week, if you need your College Board / AP Central logon information, email me and I will give that to you. I've got everybody's with me right now. It is imperative. I'm going to move this down here so you can see the words at the bottom. It is imperative that you know not to share or transfer your ticket to or with anyone else. If they send you this via email and you forward it to any other email account, even another email account that's yours, it does not matter. That's going to be considered a transferred ticket and you will be dropped and disqualified from the exam. Can't do it. Save your ticket just in case there is some unforeseen emergency circumstance and you don't get to take the exam on May 13th. You have to have that original ticket to be able to even apply for the makeup exam in June. Which I'm thinking I totally skipped even telling you what day that was on. Let's go back real quick. Oops. Our makeup date is Tuesday, June 2nd at 12 p.m. Again, hopefully That doesn't matter for any of us, but just in case. Now, I alluded to an AP exam checklist earlier. That is here. On May 11th, please access this checklist, go through it, and make sure you're good to go. I'm going to go through all the pieces on the checklist through this PowerPoint, but you are still required to have it. All of the information from College Board says, print this ticket, have it with you, have it beside you as you get ready to take the exam, blah, 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 blah. That's not important. Print it if you've got access to a printer. If not, have no fear, it's fine. You can just download it to your desktop or have it on your phone and be good to go that way too. No big deal. Next slide. There we go. All right, so I told you there was going to be a demo from AP, and that is here. That is this. I'll move myself over here. The general AP exam device demo to determine if your technology will work for this exam is available at this link starting today, May 4th. That's one of the reasons I waited till today to put out this information. When you log in, it's going to ask for an AP ID. Your real exam ticket will have your AP ID so that when you register for the real exam, you can use that number. But for the purpose of this demo, they're asking you to use all capital letters, the word practice. So when you click demo and it asks for your AP ID, you're going to type in capital PRACTICE, all capital practice. That's going to take you through. I don't think that there's a real question because, like I said, they're using this demo for the same demo for all AP classes. They just want you to have an opportunity to kind of experience the system first and make sure your technology works and make sure that you know what you're doing before you open the real exam. That's not exactly what I expected this AP demo to be. I thought they were going to give you a mock with like a real prompt and a score, but we will take what we can get at this point. Moving on. All right, so AP released this 5 steps to take before exam day list. Number 1, review your contact information. That's what I was telling you about. Log into your AP Central College Board account. Go to your profile. Make sure that all the information they have on file for you is correct. 2, check your tech. So that's where you're going to go in and make sure that your computer or your cell phone or whatever it is that you choose to use, an iPad, it does not matter, is functioning properly and ready to go. 3, practice submitting your response. That's the demo that I talked about on the last page. 4, gather what you need for each exam. We'll talk more about that in a second. 5, receive your exam confirmation and e-ticket emails. Again, that's going to go to the email account that they have on file, so check that in the profile section of your AP Central College Board account. Review your contact information. So this is a step from this last slide. If you haven't received emails from the AP program, this just walks you through what you can do to make that start happening. Again, though, don't worry if you still can't get emails from AP. Your e-ticket will also be posted in your My AP account. I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody has told me where in your My AP account that ticket will be located. So if you don't get that email on May 11th, I suggest you log in on May 11th and start searching for that testing ticket then. Because if you wait and it's 1:30 on Wednesday, May the 13th, and it's time to log in for your exam and you can't find your ticket anywhere, you're going to be out of luck and you're not going to be able to take the exam. So I'm glad they're sending that out or opening it up 2 days in advance. Take advantage of that time and use it. All right, so I'm going to stop this video here because we are almost at our 15-minute mark and there's a lot of information on this slide. So we made it through a whole 12 of our 37 slides. See you in video 2.